Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. We are going to be talking all about the Sephora Holiday Savings Event. I am always really excited to share with you my picks for the sale because, you know, it's just a time to talk about all the things you love. I will say that I do also have a couple things on here that I'm going to recommend that you not buy. So stick towards the end for that. But really, we're just going to be going into some makeup. I do have a little bit of skincare, and I'm just sharing all of the things that I think are a good idea to pick up if you're interested. I will also share with you what I currently have in my cart. Now, as I'm filming this, it is Monday the 26th, so we have a few days before the sale starts, and I'll get into all the details on that. So who knows, things may shift. I just have a few goodies that I'm sort of like window shopping on. Yeah, we'll kind of see. So what I wanted to do was just share the details of the sale really quickly. I think that most of us that are like looking at these videos probably already know the deets, but I'm going to go over it really quick anyway. So to start off, Sephora has their Beauty Insider program, and this is a rewards program, and you earn points based on your purchases. Now, the more you purchase, the higher your level is, and each level comes with new rewards and different perks that you can have. Now, for instance, the perk right now is that the higher your tier, the sooner you can shop the sale. So here are the deets. If you are a Rouge member, so that means you spend $1,000 or more a year, you get 20% off starting on the beginning of the sale, which is October 30th. Now the sale does run through the 9th of November, but Rouge members get to start earlier and they save a little bit more money. Now, then you have VIP members, and for that you have to spend $350 a year and you get 15% off, and you can start shopping the sale on the 3rd of November. Now, then we have the Beauty Insider, which can be anyone as long as you sign up for an account. There's no minimum purchase, and you can get 10% off from the 5th of November through the 9th. So again, it starts on the 30th of October and goes all the way through the 9th, but the day you can start shopping really just depends on where you are in their tier system. Now, I did want to say, because I know that this is sort of a question that goes around a lot, you can use the rewards code if you're shopping online as many times as you want. So that means, I'm assuming that you can shop in store and still get that discount as many times as you'd like. I know that Sephora has had certain sales where you can only use the online code once and you can only use your account in store once. So this is letting you shop as many times as your little beauty lover's heart desires. Now, I wanted to say that I also see that Sephora is offering for Rouge members to bring in a friend on the 30th or 31st, and that person will also get to share your 20% off discount. So that's really cool. And in case you somehow lose the code, you could always reference back here, I guess, but the code for everybody is Holiday Fun. So all one word, Holiday Fun. So let's get into how I plan on having my holiday fun in my shopping cart. And by the way, if we haven't met, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on YouTube I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. All right, so I thought what I would do is share with you my recommendations and then share with you my cart, well, my current cart. And then I will also link down below a couple videos like with my holy grails, and then also my last VIB sale recommendations, because I'm sure that they all still stand true. And if you need more inspiration, you can check that out. All right, now that I've moved myself over a little bit so that I'll have room to show you guys some pictures, we can go ahead and get started. Because I do have a good amount of things in my cart, what I thought I would do is separate this by categories, if you will, and then I will make sure that there are timestamps so you can choose the categories you want to see. Like if you're like, nah girl, I'm good, I've got enough skincare in my life, then you can just bypass it if you want. Although I will say, sometimes it's nice to hear about recommendations in case there's something that you're missing that you'd really love, right? So let's start out with the one kind of like random tool, I guess I would say. I always take this time to stock up on my makeup brush cleanser. I like to use the Cinema Secrets for like in between eyeshadow look. I did just share that in my last haul because I actually purchased it during the Friends and Family sale because I wanted the big Mamba Jamba, and I'm always worried that that one is going to run out. Now, if you don't wash a ton of makeup brushes or you aren't constantly like cycling through them, you probably won't need the very big one. I like to get the big one, which is 32 ounces and it's $42. Now, you can also get an 8-ounce bottle for $24. And by the way, I'm just gonna list all of these prices regular price just because each tier has its own discount, so I thought that would get a little bit confusing. But so you do have the 8-ounce for $24, or there is a 16-ounce for $30. So obviously, just like most things, the more ounces you buy, the better discount you get, but 8 ounces will really last you a long time if you are using this properly, because this just takes like a dip of the tip of your bristles in your eyeshadow brushes and a swipe on a towel and you are good to go. You don't have to like submerge it. You really shouldn't anyway. That's really bad for the ferrules of your brushes. But this one I really like. It comes off really nice and clean. I used to use the Perry and Spirit. I used to get that from Beautylish. I like the smell of that one better, but it has more of an oily residue. So I changed over to the Cinema Secrets. I don't like the smell as much, but the feel on the brush is much better. I guess I do have one more tool technically, and that is the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. I did again haul that in my friends and family order, but I really like this one. It's $9, which is, you know, really pretty cost effective. I really like that it's a brush on applicator. It does come in white that dries clear or the black that, you know, stays dark. So you do have that option. I prefer the clear. I really like this one because I know like Duo, right, from Ardell is a really popular one. This dries way faster than Duo does, and I also just like the accuracy of a brush on tip versus the like tube that you kind of have to squeeze, and then sometimes there's an air pocket and it goes like, and then you've got glue all over half your lash. So I really like the House of Lashes one. As I mentioned in my haul video, it's what I keep in my makeup artist kit because it's really what I prefer to use. It has really great hold and dries really quickly. So for $9, can't be beat. Okay, so let's talk about some skincare. Now, I think that this is a really great time to stock up on your skincare if you know that there are things that you love or if there's things that you've wanted to try. So this is really a time that I usually get the things that I need for like the next, 3 to 6 months. And then that way I know that I'll be good until the next sale. So the first one on my list, and one that I am really passionate about, is the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow Serum. Now, this is an AHA resurfacing night serum with hydrating honey and gentle flower acid. So this has, for me, replaced my old chemical exfoliant, which was not old, but like my previous favorite chemical exfoliant, which is Good Genes from Sunday Riley. Mostly because the cost is way better. Like, I think actually when I priced it out per ounce, it was almost half the price. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that it's pretty darn close to that. Now, I also find that this one is a little bit more hydrating, which probably comes from the honey that's inside of it. So this is one that you can eventually build up to using every day. I personally use it like every day or at least 5 days a week. Again, it's one of those things that, if you aren't currently using acids in your routine, you might want to build up so that you can build up a bit of a tolerance to them. I've never had any problems with this one. I find that a lot of people really love it, and I've had such a good experience with it. It has a really nice thin consistency. It isn't sticky or tacky. It's just beautiful. So definitely one I would recommend. I really do like a lot of the pharmacy products. And now to share another longtime love of mine is the Sunday Riley Luna Retinol Sleeping Night Oil. So this is $55 for a half an ounce, or you can get a 1.18 ounce for $105. I think that like AHA, BHA combo and a retinol or a retinoid are something that pretty much every person should be using if their skin can tolerate it. This is really going to be what helps with that like cell turnover. It's going to be what gives you that like glowing, youthful skin. It's going to help reduce texture, all of the things that we're all looking for, right? Now, one of the things that I like about Luna is because it's a retinoid and not a retinol, it tends to be a little bit more gentle for those that have an irritation issue. Now, Sunday Riley says their trans-retinol ester helps fight the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines, promotes skin elasticity, and stimulate surface exfoliation for clearer, smoother looking skin. I would agree with all of those things. When you use this product religiously, you will notice a difference. And they also talk about the blue tansy and German chamomile. These are rich in potent azulene and wonderful for soothing the look of surface redness. Now, this also contains chia seed oil, which Sunday Riley says is the richest botanical source of omega-3, a powerful source of ALA, which helps minimize the appearance of lines. So I will say that I feel like this product, it just gives a youthful glow to the skin too. Like there's something about it, obviously the other ingredients besides the retinoid, that really just help make the skin look gorgeous. I have tried other retinols. I do have a prescription strength retinol that I actually tend to alternate with this one, just because I find that the experience of it is more lovely with this. Like the scent of it is nice, the feel of it is really nice. Like It's an oil, but it's not like a greasy oil, if that makes sense. So I really do like this one. I do find that my prescription strength like is just that extra kick in the pants that I need at this point in my skincare career, if you will. Like I've been using these retinols and retinoids for a very long time, so my skin can take it. Okay, we are only a few products in and I've managed to ramble on a bit, so I'm going to try to keep these next few skincare ones concise. So Peter Thomas Roth Max Complexion Salicylic Acid Pore Refining Pads. Whew. This is $46 for a pack of 60. I did mention these in my skincare for mask wear video where I talked about, the different things that I do to try to alleviate some of the issues that wearing a mask can cause. Now, I think that these pads are brilliant because they contain glycolic acid at 10%, which really helps exfoliate the skin and keeps your texture looking great, but it also has salicylic acid, which helps prevent future breakouts and help clear your current blemishes. So the reason I like this is because it's very quick and easy to do. There's really no excuse to not get this step in your skincare in. So if you are looking for a quick way to get that surface exfoliation and also prevent breakouts, this is a great one. I find that when I use this, if I'm currently having breakouts or I feel like I'm starting to have them, it does help lower the inflammation and the duration that I have my acne. And then another product that I talked about in that video was rose hip seed oil. Now, in my skincare for mask wear video, I talked about the Good Molecules brand. That one I still really like and enjoy. I do think that you get a better deal when you get the Ordinary. So at Sephora, the Ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil is $9.80 and you get a full ounce. That is such a great price, so incredible. I think I've mentioned in another video before that I actually got rid of my Ordinary one because it had been a while since I'd used it, and when I went to use it again, it just like smelled weird. So I was like, this has obviously gone off. So I threw it away, and then I was reading in details later where it talked about like basically saying an off smell is normal. I was like, dang, I probably just wasted that. So I had purchased the Good Molecules one. I am enjoying that and will totally use it up, but I will probably go back to the Ordinary just because the cost is better and I really find it to be a great oil. So if you want to know all the reasons why I like rosehip oil, I'm going to link that skincare for mask wear video because I do have some other skincare favorites that I talk about as well. Okay, I do want to throw in one moisturizer in here, and this really is a moisturizer that I feel could cover a lot of bases. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. Now, I do think that if you have really oily skin, you're probably going to want to use this as like a nighttime moisturizer. And if you have very, very dry skin, you'd probably want to add a hydrating serum or something like that to your nighttime regimen. But I would say like that inner like 70% of people is really going to be able to use and enjoy this with no problem. I like this because it's like a no frills product. It simply hydrates, and I really think that it like soothes and calms my skin. It's what I use in the wintertime when I'm feeling like a little irritated. You've got that like dry, itchy, scratchy skin, and I just want to have a beautiful, like moisturized experience. I find that because I use serums and different additives anyway, I don't need a moisturizer that has like a bunch of stuff in it. I like something that is just simple, is going to hydrate me and keep my skin happy. So this one is $32 for a 1.7 ounce, or you can get a 0.95 ounce for $22. I will say, I know that I like this so much that when I purchase it now, I just go all in and get the super jumbo 4.2 ounce size for $55. And that's just because it is a little bit better of a deal and I know that I like it and I can use it. I will say, I mean, I have been known to like slather that on my lips. I've put it on my hands in a pinch. There was like times that I've gone on vacation and like I didn't remember a body moisturizer and that one worked really well. So this to me is just a product that does what it says and does it beautifully. Okay, I also wanted to talk a little bit about fragrance. Just because we are coming up on the holidays, I think that fragrance can be a very good gift, whether it's to someone else or yourself, right? So I did want to mention one fragrance in particular, and this is really because I just shared my favorite fall and winter scents. If you want to see that, I will go ahead and link it up here. But since all of those fragrances are really more of that like sexy, slightly richer scent profile, I thought I would share one that I really enjoyed that's more on the like fresh citrusy side in case anybody wants to try one. You maybe want to stock up before spring, or if you're just someone who really likes lighter fragrances all year round. So I talked sort of about this in my haul video. So this is Ellis Brooklyn West, and I talked about this because I just got the Ellis Brooklyn library of scents, like the little sample sizes to try, because I got this sample in a Sephora purchase and I just love it. So I thought I should really try a few more scents from this brand to see if there's something that I like even more, and then maybe I would want to purchase during the sale. I will say I don't think I've like dived deep enough into this scent line to really know anything other than West, so I wanted to share this one with you. This to me is like so, so good. So this one to me smells like a shower at a vacation home on the Amalfi Coast where you're smelling the citrus and like florals outside your window. Yep, it smells so, so good. So I just, in case that, didn't really tell you a whole lot, I just want to read to you what Sephora says. So they say that this is a fresh citrus and fruits type. The keynotes are blood orange, water lily, and vetiver. So the fragrance description is a scent with a bright and bohemian brew of blood orange, lemon, basil, and oak moss. It is a vibrant fragrance that invites you on a remarkable journey. Now, I did also want to mention to you that Ellis Brooklyn is a Clean It Sephora brand. So again, do your research on what that means to you, but they are free of sulfates, parabens, phthalates, and more. And they are also PETA certified, cruelty-free, and vegan. So I just wanted to make note of that. If you are a person that's looking for clean fragrances, this would be a beautiful one to try. I really think that a lot of people would enjoy this because it is like that light, fresh scent, but there's something really unique about it. Like if you are someone that likes Dolce & Gabbana light blue, if you like Acqua di Gioia from Giorgio Armani, those sort of like light, fresh, slightly citrusy scents, even something like Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana, this you'd probably like. I will say that this definitely has a strong first note of orange, like not in like a creamsicle way, but in a really refreshing, beautiful way. And then I actually get, I get the vetiver and maybe almost like a tiny touch of sandalwood. There is just a little something like creamy, sexy about it. So it's sort of like fresh and citrus, and then like that little hint of something else. So if you are someone who's looking for something fresh and light, yet a little unexpected, I definitely recommend checking this one out. I will also, of course, link that video that I was talking about so you can check out my fall and winter fragrance favorites. Okay, let's get into the makeup. I know some of you are like here for the makeup. So we are going to start where our makeup application starts, either with a primer or a moisturizer. And in this case, we can talk about both. I really truly love the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. Now, this is that one that I grab when I just want to look good and don't want to worry about it. It is hydrating, it's a little bit illuminating without being like grease enhancing. It is just really pretty, and it is also a way that I can cut a step out of my morning if I forgot to put on my moisturizer. For example, right now my bathroom is downstairs, and when I get up in the morning, I cleanse my face, and then I go ahead and put on my actives, I'll put on my serums, whatever that is, and then I like to let that sit for a little bit before I put my moisturizer on. However, sometimes I come up here to get ready in the morning and I've forgotten to put on moisturizer. So if I'm in a hurry, this is a great way to be able to get some hydration and prime my skin for the day. So this is one that I would recommend. It is $29 and that is for a full 1.7 ounces, which I think is really remarkable. So this is one I would check out. And of course, it is also a Clean It Sephora brand. Okay, I am really surprising myself here. I have 3 foundations on this list. And if you guys know me, I'm not like the queen of foundations, but I have a tried but true, and I have a couple other recommendations that I've found this year. So the first one is going to be the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer. So this is the gel form, and I want to recommend this one to anybody that has like normal to dry skin and just wants something really light and luminous. And by luminous, I don't mean like it has a lot of glowiness to it. I think it just makes your skin look really hydrated and happy. I would say this is definitely on the lighter side of coverage, but not so much that it feels like there's nothing there. Like, I know a lot of people think, for instance, like the Ilia Skin Tint, that one is just really like a wash of very slight color. This definitely has a little bit more to it. Now, I have been using this one for years and years and years. I think that it really is very beautiful. I usually alternate between bamboo in the winter and then ginger in the summertime, and sometimes I mix the two. So hopefully if you have a skin tone close to me, that would sort of give you an idea of where to go with. I do, like I said, wear bamboo most of the year and then add ginger in the summertime if I happen to get outside and get some sun. Okay, so my next foundation I want to talk about is the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. Is it just me, or are these beauty product names like getting longer and longer? So Bite is of course a Clean It Sephora brand. Now this is the shade that I'm wearing today. I have it in the shade L40. I will say that this is just a tiny bit too light for me. I did go in with a little bit of extra bronzer to try to like bring a little shape to the face. So I would say if you are around me to go a little bit darker than this, but it did work. And honestly, I know in like a month, it's probably going to be perfect. But this is probably the highest coverage of the three foundations that I'm going to be sharing with you, but I just love the finish of it. It has like a satin, really skin-like finish. I don't think that it's like overly glowy, but it really is very pretty. And honestly, I think the price is about right. It's $39.50 for a full ounce. I love the tube that it comes in. It's just like simple and beautiful, and I think it looks really good. So you guys can get a little bit of a peek. Again, like I said, I did feel like it was a little bit light, so I went in with a bit of cream bronzer to kind of like balance that out around the perimeters of my face. Now, the one that I would place like in between the Bare Minerals and the Bite Beauty is going to be actually from the Sephora brand. This is the Clean Glowing Skin Foundation from the Sephora collection. I'm so glad I picked this up, and it was a total random impulse buy during the last Sephora sale. I was just kind of like walking by the end cap in the store, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, like a new foundation, and it's a clean foundation, and it was only $20 for a full ounce. Like, that is a really good deal. I have it in the shade 11, which is considered light medium. I think it's really a pretty good match for me. It's a bit darker than this, and I could see mixing it with either of those two foundations if I'm looking to kind of like change the coverage or change the finish of it. Now, this really has that very like skin-like finish again. I will actually link the video where I hauled this foundation so that you can see if you'd like, I just thought it looked really, really beautiful, very soft and natural. And that is really my preference. Like, I like a light to medium coverage and something that is luminous but not overly dewy, just for longevity throughout the day. I think that if you're going to be a light coverage and dewy, it's going to be gone in like 4 hours. So because I like a light coverage, I like something that has like a satin finish to it. I definitely don't like matte, and I definitely don't like full coverage. So if that's what you're looking for, I can't help you out there, but these three I think look beautiful on the skin. And by the way, speaking of this foundation, if you do want to see details on this makeup look, it will be going up the day after I put this video up. So this video is going up on the 29th. On the 30th, the first day of the sale, I am posting a really important video, and I would love if you would check it out. So please come back and check that out. Okay, now for bronzer. This probably isn't going to be a surprise. For cream bronzer, I have the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer. Now, I have this in two shades. I have it in Butter Biscuit and Macchiato. So for me, Butter Biscuit is like a very like light contour, so it's what I would use more in the winter months. And then Macchiato is more of that like true neutral bronze tone. For my light medium skin, I really like the warmth that Macchiato has, but it's not orange. Like, it's just that perfect actual bronzy tone, whereas Butter Biscuit is a little bit more on the cool side, but not gray. So I don't even know if you guys will be able to tell on camera, but this is Macchiato and this is Butter Biscuit, so that you guys can see. There's just that like slight shift in tone. Am I blinding you here? I think we got this. So there is kind of a comparison for you in case you wanted to see both of those. So maybe seeing both of those would help you choose, if you're around my skin tone, like what you would like. I did do a full review on this, just like everybody else in this beauty community, so you can also find that. You know what? I'm just gonna make sure that videos for any of the products that I've mentioned are going to be down in the description box. I will also place a few cards, but then this way it's a little bit cleaner and you guys can find what you want down below. How does that sound? So anyway, I do have one powder bronzer to talk about, and I'm mostly talking about this because I see that it's on sale, and then you'd also get your extra percentage off, and it would be a killing. So I want to talk to you guys about the Omega Bronzer Coconut Perfect Tan. Now, I see that 2 of the 3 shade options are on sale for $34, down from $49. Now, this is Tantastic. This is the shade that I love. They do also have Tantalize, which is a warmer, deeper tone. Now, right now, this one is sold out on Sephora online, but you might still be able to find it in stores. You guys, I did the breakdown of cost per ounce for this because while it is a spendier product, you get a ton of product in here. So this actually breaks down to $1.36 per gram, which is so inexpensive. And that's the sale price before the extra 10 to 20% off. So if you can snag this and you've been looking to get a beautiful yet spendy bronzer, this is the way to go. Now, I do want to take a moment to just give a general recommendation to any Hourglass powder product. Any of them. You really can't go wrong. Like, you could get an Hourglass bronzer, you could get an Hourglass blush, you could get the Hourglass loose translucent setting powder. That is a ride or die for me. Like, when it comes to Hourglass, you really can't go wrong. And if you haven't tried the brand before, this is the perfect time because you're going to save a little cash. I truly love every single Hourglass powder product I've gotten. Of course, right now they do have some of the holiday collections available with the different 4 or 6 pans. So this is a great time to try a little bit of a lot of different varieties. However, that's not really the most cost efficient way to go about it because the little holiday sets really are fairly pricey for what you get inside. So unless like having a little bit of a lot of things is truly your jam, I would really recommend just investing in one product at a time because you're going to get a lot more for your money. So maybe pick out one blush color that you'd use a lot or one bronzer that is really going to work with your skin tone, because once you get that first one, you never go back. Like for me, I truly can't think of a single product. I love the ambient lighting powders. Like, yeah, I haven't tried an Hourglass powder product that I haven't liked. I actually don't think I've tried an Hourglass product that I didn't like in general, but I might be wrong on that. But for sure, get yourself an Hourglass powder. Okay, let's step into the world of cream products. So I want to talk to you about a pricey one, but this is the time to get it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This product can be used for so many different things and it is so lovely. So you can use this as a very natural highlight. You can use it to mix in with your foundation to add a little bit more of a luminous feel. You can put it under your foundation as a luminous primer. It's very pretty, and I do have it in 2 shades. I have shade 2 and shade 3. I just really like both of them, and you should try it if you haven't yet. I will say, Charlotte Tilbury is one of those brands that I love, and it makes me feel really luxe and really girly. But there are a few products that I have just found that aren't worth the money. This is not one of them. Okay, I am trying to turn down my lighting enough so that you guys will be able to see the difference of this. This is the thing about this product, is it blends in so nicely, and especially since I put it on the lightest part of my arm, you're probably not going to see, but this is shade 3 and this is shade 2. So just looking at them, I would say that shade 3 has a bit more of a like peachy pink undertone, whereas shade 2 is a little bit lighter, more of that like champagne pearl undertone. So I would say if you are like light, I would go with shade 2. If you are light medium to medium, you could do shade 3. Okay, as I was just wiping that swatch off, I just got this like waft of that West perfume. It's so good. Anyway, moving on to another cream product. So this might be kind of cheating, but I would really recommend picking up one of these Rare Beauty holiday sets. Now, I did get both of the sets that include cheek products. I got the 2-piece mini duo. Now this one has a matte blush and a lip balm, and then I got the 4-piece set, and this has a matte blush, a dewy blush, and then you've got a liquid lipstick, and then the lip balm as well. They are 2 different shades of lip balm as well, though. So I would say if you want to try a dewy blush, go ahead and snag this one. Otherwise, if you're a matte girl, you can wear this one. Now, I am today wearing Joy, which is the dewy one in the 4-pack. I'm really enjoying this, like right off the bat. I really like this color. This is actually the first time I've tried these products, so it might seem like, wow, you're gonna like recommend something after the first try, but that's for 2 reasons. You do get to try out a couple different products at a fun little size, and really, I do like the lip balm. I wore the lip balm as almost like a little bit of a treatment. The shade is super beautiful. It'd be usable. You could throw that in your purse. And for the price, it's really a good option. This is $15, but let's say you really want to try the blush, but you don't want the lip balm, you could totally like gift the lip balm in a stocking stuffer or something. So the same goes for this one. It is a bit more expensive, but for $28, you have you know, more of your glossy product, you have more of a matte product as far as lip products go, and then you also have a dewy blush and a matte blush. So a great way to try several different products. I love having little travel sizes just because they are very convenient to try a new product, but it's also a great way to just like throw something in your bag, have it, especially if you feel like you're someone who needs to touch up your blush throughout the day if you find that it fades, although I have a feeling this one is not going anywhere. And seriously, even though like this little set, the blush is only this big, you guys, like this is going to last a very, very long time. Like I used the tiniest amount of this and had way too much. I actually had to like simmer it down a little bit because the pigment is so strong. So for a reference point, if you have tried the M Cosmetics Color Drop blushes, I would say even the dewy blush is not quite as dewy as the M Cosmetics ones, and they're probably like twice as pigmented. Like the M Cosmetics are more like watercolors. I would say it's a little bit more opaque, even the dewy one. So that's what I'm going to say about that. I'm really liking it, and I would recommend picking that one up to give it a try or share with a friend. Now, speaking of little minis that you could keep to yourself or give to friends, let's talk about the Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse Mini Gloss Bomb Set, the Holidays Edition. That's this year's holiday edition. I did just recently use this in a video. I really like all 4 shades. I've been kind of playing around with them. And the Fenty Gloss Bomb is one of my all-time favorites. Now, the Fenty shade Fussy is my favorite. It probably always will be, but these 4 are very, very pretty. So for $36, you get the 4 little minis, and again, you could keep 2, give them all away, keep one for yourself, pass them out to friends, whatever. I think that this is really a good time to start thinking about the holiday gift giving, and you know, with 20% off, that's like the perfect time to snag some deals. Okay, let's talk eyeshadow. Now I have 2 palettes to recommend to you guys. Neither of them is all that inexpensive, but we are talking about Sephora, right? So hands down, I have to recommend the Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity Mothership Mega Palette. So again, this is the big one, the one that has all of these beautiful shades. I have done 2 videos with this palette here on my channel. Honestly, I could probably do like 10 more and still come up with infinite looks. There are so many colors in here. Every single one of them has performed beautifully. I know there's a lot of controversy over this palette, people feeling like the quality isn't good enough, people feeling like the packaging isn't good enough. I think the quality of these shadows is really, really good. I know that it's not like the Italian formula, but I find that they perform really, really well. And in my first impressions video, I did a breakdown of this palette compared to some of the other Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes. So I recommend looking into that if you're thinking that you want to try this formula. This is a really inexpensive way to do that. Now, I know that, you know, people are bummed that it's more of a cardboard packaging. I actually really like that. It's lightweight, it's sleek. I know that Britt Clark was like harping on the stickers. I totally get where she's coming from, and I don't think it's the most ideal thing. It doesn't really bother me. Funny enough, like the sticker on the back bothers me more than the sticker on the front. There's just something about that. I don't know, but considering the price point of this compared to your normal price point of the palette, I personally am okay with that. I do feel like it's still a great formula. If there were some cutbacks in the packaging, I'm okay with that. Now, I know the one thing that bums me out though is, again, I know Britt hated this, but I actually really liked the ribbons on this because mine was staying up like perfectly, although now it doesn't stay up at all anymore. So I don't know if the ribbons got stretched out. I don't even know how that would happen, but that's a little bit disappointing, but not disappointing enough for me to complain about it. So this palette is regular price $78. So if you got a discount on the top of that, I think you're doing a really great job and wouldn't be displeased. All right, now the other palette I'm gonna recommend is sort of the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Now, honestly, I would recommend any Natasha Denona palette if it's something that you've been looking at, if there's something that you've been wanting to try. This is the perfect time to get it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. The Natasha Denona formula is beautiful. I just picked this one because of course it's the newest release, but I really do think that it's very versatile. Like if you just love good quality eyeshadows, but you want something that, you know, you could use anywhere, you could use it for work, you could use it for a special occasion. If you are someone who loves vibrant colors and something a little bit more exciting, if you will, I would either go with Pat McGrath or just pick a different Natasha Denona palette. She has several that have some really beautiful color stories in them, and I myself am a color lover as well, but there's just something about this one that, you know, is unexpected for me, and it was something that I was missing in my collection. So I'm very glad to have this one, and I think you would be as well. I'm just realizing that I never turned my lights back up after trying to show you those Charlotte Tilbury swatches, so sorry if it got a little dark in here. Hopefully you're still seeing and hearing what's going on. Okay, I do want to mention one mascara. I still truly adore the Hourglass Caution Extreme Mascara. Now that is their more like traditional style mascara, and you guys, for me, this mascara just won't stop. Like, I have bawled my eyes out wearing that mascara, and I haven't had a flake or a smudge. As long as I don't rub it, I am still good to go. Now, I will say I also really enjoy the Hourglass Unlocked mascara, which is more of their tubing style mascara. But if you're someone who really likes to like build up your mascara, I think you're gonna have better luck with the Caution mascara. While the Unlocked is probably the most buildable tube mascara I've tried, it still can get a little bit clumpy. So I would recommend the Caution Extreme. I would recommend either of them. I wear both of them all the time, but I would say that, you know, if you want something that is truly going to be budge proof, go with the Caution Extreme. If you like something that removes incredibly easy, then you can go with the Unlocked, if that makes sense. Like I said, Hourglass just can't go wrong. Well, okay, I feel like I have been talking to you guys for a very long time. Now, I do want to mention two products that I personally would recommend saving your money on. And these are products that I've tried this year, and if I had to go back, I probably wouldn't pick them up. So the first one probably won't surprise you if you've been watching my videos, and I'm talking about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So this is $35 for 3.3 ounces, and this was not a bad spray. It just wasn't a like, wow spray. And again, I kind of got sucked in because it's Charlotte Tilbury. It is beautiful packaging. If that's more important to you, like, by all means, go ahead. The scent is quite floral and mature. I'm not going to say like old lady perfume, but it is more of like a mature floral, and it definitely has some strength to it. So in my video, I did a comparison with, you know, my current favorite spray, I guess I would say, one that I use a lot, and I just didn't find that it was worth the extra price. So unless you're a super fan of Charlotte, or you really just want something that is bougie and looks pretty sitting out on your vanity, I really wouldn't recommend this one. But again, it wasn't bad by any means. I just would prefer to save the money. Now, this other product, just give me a second to explain here. So I am going to mention the Natasha Denona Chromium Multi-Chrome Liquid Eyeshadows. Now, this might surprise you because I did give it a glowing review in my video, and I am not going back on that whatsoever. These are beautiful products. However, honestly, after trying the Sydney Grace Multi-Chrome shadows, like, you guys, I mean, those shades are killer. You get more product for less cost. So for me, while the Natasha Denona shades are very beautiful, like, it's nothing actually against that product. It's just that I found something that I like more. So I do think that you have, you know, not exact dupe shades by any means, but you might be able to find a shade within the Sydney Grace line that you would like, and you're still going to really love. You might even love it a little bit more. So I would say if you're looking for a multi-chrome, look at Sydney Grace first, see if any of those shades would work for you, and then maybe look at the Natasha Denona ones. And I know that there are quite a few indie brands who also do some great multi-chrome. I did actually share a couple other multi-chromes in my video that I did for the Natasha Denona review, so there are just so many options out there. Like, unless you are a Natasha Denona lover, I just think that there are other things that you can spend your money on. So those are the two things. Again, I didn't hate either of them. I just think that there are better options out there at a less expensive price. And that's really what I prefer. But if you were just a lover of one of the brands, do you, boo, go get it. All right, so if you were really just here for the recommendations, I want to say thank you for stopping by. I hope that you found something that you're going to pick up. If you are, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you think that I'm missing out on something and you can't believe I didn't mention it, also let me know down below. But I'm going to just share with you guys really quickly my cart. I do have a rollerball of the Ellis Brooklyn West in my cart right now. I have a feeling that's the one I'm going to snag. I just didn't get around to playing with the other shades in that library before this sale, and I just don't think I can make a purchase off of something like that. I do also have that Sephora Mini Clean Perfume Sampler Set. Now, I am just addicted to fragrance, but I thought that this would be a really nice gift to give someone actually. So I might pick one of these up as like sort of like a stocking stuffer situation. Now, the last product I have, I actually really wanted to put in my recommendations for all of you, but since there's one product in here that I've never tried, I can't necessarily do that. Now, the last product I want to mention is actually one that I really kind of wanted to put in my recommendations portion of this video, but since there's a product, there's actually two products in here that technically I haven't tried, I am just putting it in my cart and maybe I can let you guys know. So I'm talking about the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow Trio, the face, lip, and body set. This just launched. I saw when Trend Mood announced it and I was super excited. I was like, please come out by the sale, please come out by the sale. And all three of these products are in the Fenty Glow shade. Now that is the more like rosy nude, but you do get a full-size gloss bomb. You do get the mini Diamond Bomb All Over Diamond Veil, and then you get a full-size Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush. Now, I'm sure that Fenty Glow was not a blush shade originally, so I don't know if this is new to this set or if it's a newly launched shade and I've just been like out of it. And I'm not sure if they had Diamond Veil in this Fenty Glow shade either. So I think that the only thing that is like not limited edition is the lip gloss, which honestly, I love that lip gloss. I will say, since I do have a full size, I will probably put that in the giveaway. So again, subscribe if you want a gloss bomb. Okay, I did check, and the Fenty Glow shade is not in the Cheeks Out Cream Blush shade. So this is an exclusive to this kit. So that is normally $20, and then the gloss bombs are normally $19. So you're already at $39. Then you also get the Diamond Bomb in that Fenty Glow shade, and I don't see that either. So the only thing in this kit that's already a shade existing is the gloss bomb. Okay, we figured it out. Now, I don't know what the price would be for the mini of the Diamond Bomb, but I really think that this is just a fun set, and if you know somebody that like loves that rosy shade, this would be a perfect gift to give as well. So that is everything in my cart. Of course, like I said, that is subject to change. I've still got a few days before the sale starts. So I might take things out and I might add a few in. I really don't plan on getting a lot. I did do quite a haul in my last video during the friends and family sale because I thought it was a good time to like get things now before like the craziness starts and everything gets sold out. So that was my hope, and I really wanted to try out a few things for you guys. Now, I did haul a couple other things in my video that I was hoping to try out, and I just don't feel like I have enough of an experience with it yet to be able to recommend them or not. But if you do want to see what I got, feel free to check out that haul. I did get quite a few fun things. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Like I said, let me know, am I missing out on something? Is there something that I'm forgetting? Like, this is the time of year where I always start panicking, like, oh, was there something that I was gonna get and now I don't remember? So this is why I am building my cart now a few days early. And so I'm hoping that me sharing with you kind of my thoughts helps you make your plan of attack. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you did find this helpful or entertaining, please give it a like. It really does help me out here on my channel. And don't hesitate to comment down below. I love hearing from you. I really did start my channel to make connections where we can all talk about beauty, things we love, things we don't so much love, and everything in between. So thank you guys so much. I will see you really soon. Real relatable and real fun. So if that sounds like and by the way, if we haven't met, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional. Why do I always have a hard time saying professional?